Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here today for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. A Benton County inmate is dead after being found unresponsive in his jail cell. This is according to a news release from the Benton County Sheriff's Office. 53-year-old Timothy Plank, they say, was taken to the Northwest Medical Center and given medical attention, but was later pronounced dead at the center. The Sheriff's Office says Plank's body will be given to the Arkansas State Crime Lab to determine the exact cause of death. Now, some background on this. Plank was being held at the Benton County Detention Center after his arrest a few days earlier. On January 30th, Plank went into a Rogers Walgreens where they say he showed the pharmacist a pistol and demanded oxycodone to commit suicide. Of course, stay with us here at 5 News as we update the story. Meanwhile, the hunt for a fugitive from Fort Smith continues. FBI agents and other federal law enforcement agencies raided the home of Neil Ravi Mehta. He's right here. You see his face on the screen. The FBI says they found weapons, bombs, and bomb-making materials at his home. We've also received video of Tuesday morning's raid. Investigators tell us that Mehta has ties across more than a half a dozen states with international connections in Pakistan and India. The FBI also confirmed to us on Friday that not only was Mehta's home searched, but his business as well. The FBI says it's still looking into this, and they tell us Mehta is considered armed and dangerous. If you see him or have any information that could help find him, the FBI says to call them or your local police department. All right, before we get to other news where you live, let's get a check of that weather with meteorologist Zach Scott. And Zach, we're looking up to a better week this week.
Yeah, in terms of snowfall, yeah, we're not going to see as much as we saw last week. And then even the week before that, we had the slushy snow. We've got some wet weather to talk about. Your Monday's great. Let's just start there. Your Monday's great. It'll be warmer. It's going to be windy, too. You know what? The more I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of things in here that maybe are not going to have some people super excited about. You've got some wind, but you get the warmer temperatures Monday. Rain chances are increasing Tuesday night, Wednesday. You get a break Thursday. And then there is the chance for some snowflakes to mix in northwest Arkansas with a quick hitting what we call clipper system on Friday. So there you go. There is a lot around. You can pick and choose what you love, what you hate. We're talking about those winds. Look at the wind speeds gusting here as we go through your Monday morning into the afternoons. Winds picking up 30 to 40 miles per hour northwest Arkansas, 25 to 35 mile per hour gusts for your Monday as we go through the River Valley. And then again, winds are going to relax. River Valley first sees more of the improvement by late evening. We'll see winds continue to slowly die down through the overnight hours for all of 5 country, eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. Temperatures today, because of these warmer south winds, are going to be boosted up into the 60s. And then we're also going to see cloud cover building in, breaks of sunshine mixing in, and we're still overall going to see mild temperatures. But that's showing us that moisture is increasing ahead of our next front. Front moves in Monday night into early Tuesday morning. Northwest Arkansas first. Temperatures will slowly fall from the 50s to the 40s to the north, and we'll get a chance for some scattered showers. Again, near and north of I-40 has the best chance for some spotty showers for your Tuesday morning commute. And then this frontal boundary, temperatures in northwest Arkansas don't move a whole lot. Cooler weather on the backside of the front. Temperatures slowly trending down as that front oozes south through the day on Tuesday. Focal point for scattered showers, and then we'll keep the front around Tuesday night, Wednesday. You see, we stay active here, and we're actually going to get a stronger storm system in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere to swing through. That's just going to help wring out even more moisture for us and keep those rain chances going as we go into Wednesday, too. So we'll continue to work on the timing of it, but bottom line is heading into midweek does look like a soggy period for us. We're talking 1 to 3 inches, likely widespread with some locally higher amounts. How's that, Joe?
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Zach. All right, now we have an update to a story we first brought you about a shooting in Fort Smith. We now know the name of the man shot and killed. 29-year-old Jacob Andrew Webb died after breaking into a Fort Smith home on North 18th Street. The homeowner called police saying he shot a man who had allegedly broke into his home armed with a knife. When officers arrived, they say they found a gunshot wound in Webb's stomach. Police say the homeowner is a 58-year-old man. He was also taken to a hospital, but he is expected to be okay. okay. And former Arkansas state lawmaker Jeremy Hutchinson is sentenced to prison for public corruption and tax fraud. The judge sentenced him to 46 months behind bars with more than $300,000 in restitution to the state and IRS. He is the nephew of former Governor Asa Hutchinson and pleaded guilty to the charges in 2019. The plea was part of a larger settlement in a federal corruption case that involved public officials in Missouri and in Arkansas. And the capital murder trial of Kevon Jarrett has been delayed until late spring. Investigators in the case say these surveillance photos from the Workman's Travel Center in Crawford County helped lead to his arrest. Jarrett is accused in a deadly shooting taking place at a McDonald's parking lot in Fayetteville. Jarrett was arrested a few days later after they say he pulled a gun on a person at Workman's. Now, this is a photo of the victim, Edwin Swan, that his family shared with 5 News. After this week's delay, Jarrett's trial will now begin on June 1st. Right now, he's being held at the Washington County Jail awaiting trial. Well, Oklahoma voters are set to decide on if the state will legalize recreational marijuana next month. Governor Kevin Stitt called a special election on the matter after there were enough signatures on a petition to qualify for a statewide vote. The special election set to take place Tuesday, March 7th. And dispensaries in Missouri are now officially selling recreational marijuana. This comes after voters passed an amendment in November. Justina Cornell stopped by 2 dispensaries and has more on the recreational marijuana business in the Show Me State.
It's been busy. Our phones have been ringing off the hook consistently.
It's a sign of new times outside of Starbuds in University City.
They just want to know if we're recreational or not.
It's the buzz over buds. Dispensary owners were gearing up for Monday to sell recreational marijuana.
The prayers were answered and Christmas came a little bit early.
But Missouri's health department gave dispensaries the green light early on Friday.
And then it was just a race of, is our system ready?
This now means anyone over 21 can buy.
Missouri only allows the possession of up to 3 ounces.
Despite the early start, dispensary owners have already been hustling.
We almost doubled our staff.
Starbuds owner Chris Chesley says they've adjusted.
We're one of the few dispensaries that does deli style, so we made sure that the state came in and recalibrated all of our scales to make sure they're absolutely perfect.
In North St. Louis County, Field State also made modifications.
And we're going to be expanding hours, especially this first week.
Even stepping up production.
So we worked on quadrupling production down there to meet the demands forecasted here. And then anticipating with what we have at our retail location here at Field State, we've actually doubled and tripled inventory.
Co-owner Tyler Hannigan expects a wave.
On a typical day here medically, we're seeing around 150 patients.
Projecting 500 customers a day from here on out.
I'd say that from an annual perspective, we're looking to probably triple where we were at in terms of gross sales. But yeah, we'll probably be hovering around the $7.5 to $10 million mark.
And while the future is still unknown, Chesley feels confident as he's already seen changes on day one.
I would say about 80% of our customers are new to dispensaries.
Well, those with the Missouri State's Health Department says almost every dispensary applied to have a comprehensive license, which includes both adult use and medical marijuana. So far, more than 200 dispensaries across Missouri are able to legally sell recreational marijuana. Well, thank you for joining us here today for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Jo Ellison. Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more.